Roberto's from PPA Mob, close enough.
Mob, yeah.
Okay. And welcome from Brazil.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, my name is Roberto, I'm from Brazil, and I'm going to talk about PipeMob. What we do is what the CRM don't do it, and we are on transactions. So everybody here was talking a lot about being on the transaction, so we was born doing the transaction, okay? And added to that, there is a banking service that we do. So me and my partners have been on this market, real estate market, for a long time. I was like my history in real estate started when the portals was receiving data from dial-up connections. So I was the co-founder of what became Zap, and I'm not going to talk about a lot about that, but that's my fourth startup. Okay. Oh, and here I'm trying to come for the second one.
Oh, yeah. Ah,
Yeah. Okay. So I want to share the story about PipeMob because my partners, they used to run a franchise of Remax, and they struggle to control the process of sales. So the name PipeMob came because they tried to use PipeDrive with Zapier and a lot of stuff, and didn't work. So Olavo and Danilo have tech degree and law degree, so they know a lot about the subject, and they decided to create a solution for themselves. And it's pretty new. And on my side, I sold my company to Creditas. I'm still a shareholder, but I wanted to do something else, something new, to be on the transaction side, okay? And so we met, and we are partners since May this year, okay? To talk about the concept, what we are calling TRM, Transaction Relationship Management, is really to differentiate ourselves from the CRMs. Actually, the CRMs in Brazil, we have more than 100 CRMs that probably connect to OLX and all the portals in Brazil, and we have the API with them, and we do from the proposal to the transaction rating, passing through banking platform, notary control, and everything, and digital signing and everything. So, why there are no competitors on TRM? I can affirm that because the CRMs are looking to us and say, hey, let's integrate because what you did, it's amazing, and we are not able to do that, and we can integrate more on commercial side, saying like I was with Mikael from Kalo, and Kalo like, hey, I want to do the whole thing for you, and you just integrate. So why? Because you have to, since Brazil has a lot of bureaucracy, really complex, you need to have a very deep understanding of the sales process. Also, it's not popular talking about back office stuff, it's not sexy. You are trying to sell something that is cost saving, it's not something like it's going to generate leads and everything. And it's really hard to do it. And I really love hard things. I'm really passionate. And the example is, I am father of 5. I did Boston Marathon this year, and also the Escape from Alcatraz. I really do enjoy doing hard things. Marcus has talked about that. It's about 200 billion in transaction in value, but almost 3 million transaction buyer and sellers. We are focused on buyer sellers for now. And the pain that we try to solve is because the closing process is awful. It's awful in Brazil. I don't know other countries, but Brazil is awful. Usually you need, if you want to sell 10 sales, you need 50 proposals. So the thing is, information not trustworthy. We don't have a banking, a platform, commission split. The CRMs don't do it, so the brokers, they do it manually. There's no workflow, there's no transparency for the agent, for the buyer, for the seller, and NPS gets worse towards the end. So we are really glad because we participate on Connecting Mobi. It was really good for us 2 weeks ago. We are already official partner for Remax, Keller Williams. ABMI is the biggest brokers in Brazil. Last month we did 520 transactions, about almost 200 million reais. We are starting, I'm going to talk that probably on the questions, but we are doing like 11,000 in revenues, but we're scaling really fast. And the main benefits for the broker is document workflow, real-time stats for buyer, seller, agents. We have a kind of virtual bank, a pipe bank. We have a lot of already accounts for the agent. We want to be like the bank for the brokers. And the way that we charge is set up monthly and a fixed fee by the transaction. And we are here. Okay, we are aiming to raise 700K. We seek 50K. We are aiming from major brokers, and we already got 150K, a little bit more than that.
Fantastic. Thank you, Roberto. Time is up. Let's open up questions to the judges. Who's going first?
First. So let me see if I get it right. So it's not a CRM?
No.
But because you just focus on helping on closing the transactions.
Yeah.
How do you do it? What's the tool?
It's a platform that's used by agents, the managers, the back office, the lawyers, the buyers, and the seller. They can contribute on the transaction. They can upload documents, and they can see, like what we say is, you order a burger in Brazil through iFood, and you know exactly if your payment was okay, if they're doing the burger, if it was delivered, and if you buy a 5 million property, you don't know anything. You rely on the information that the agent gives to you. And also, for the point of view of the agent, he doesn't know anything about what's happening inside the process of the transaction, inside the company.
Okay. And in terms of revenues, if you can give us a little bit of what's the split between the fees and the
Okay.
I mean the fee, the monthly fee, and
okay. We charge setup from I'm going to say in reais is 5 reais, $1. Okay, 1,500 reais to 6,000 reais setup, because it's really important to do the onboarding. That's one thing that we are tackling. That's our challenge right now. And then from now it's 250 reais per month, and then we charge every transaction 150 reais. Added to that, on the banking side, like the buyer, if he buys like the invoice through the bank of like 50,000 reais, we split all this commission, and also we control other receivables like the mortgage commission. So we kind of are on the side of controlling the receivables from the broker. So, and we are going to add other financial products like anticipation of commission, something like that. So we really want to tackle on the transaction, the banking side.
Okay, thanks.
So in terms of the business model, just to extrapolate, so unlimited users, or is it based on number of users?
No, it's unlimited users. Yeah.
And can I ask, well, why are you tackling, given that you're still early in your launch, why are you tackling ancillary products like banking? Why not focus on scale of this TRM SaaS business first?
Just make sure that I understood why I don't tackle on the banking side.
Yeah, why are you doing banking now instead of growing
because
your users?
Because it's really easy to do it in Brazil. Like the banking system in Brazil is really digital. There are a lot of new digital bankings, and so we connect everything through APIs. So the thing is, I always wanted to be on transaction. So the thing is, how can I help the brokers to be on the transaction and help on their pain, like controlling what it was paid or not, everything, because we do reconciliation as well. And the thing is, I had to have all the information on the from the proposal to the property and everything. So when we are going to generate a contract that, by the way, we generate in 5-6 minutes because we have a wizard. It's really time-consuming, and it's really easy to split the money. And the thing is, we want to build a escrow. We are talking to other banks because we want to, in Brazil, since we have big interest rates and inflation, we can gain also on the floating of the money. Like usually it's 30 to 45 days that the money is in the bank, and the interest rate in Brazil is more than 1% per month. So we can
Conscious of time.
split. Yeah.
Okay, so last question for me before. So given that you've got, actually no, I'll let Ryan go.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, given that you've got an onboarding, because I assume your onboarding is because everybody's sales process is different, and you need to customise for that agency's sales process. How do you scale? I mean, how do you get to scale quickly?
The thing that we realized is, since this process was done really manually, they didn't have any process at all. So usually we have a questionnaire, and then from there we have like templates, and then we kind of validate those templates, and it's that. But the thing is, we have to make sure that they are well trained and everything.
Thank you.
I think I'm out of time. I was going to ask
All right.
about regulations and insurance, so you can tell me later.
Okay.
Okay, time's up, Roberto. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Thank you very much.
Great presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.